Welcome, listeners, to our 40th show. We're happy to have you join us. I'm your host, Scrivian. I'm joined by my co-host, Harper.
Hello.
And Dimos.
What's up?
So what have you guys been up to for the last week?
Dimos, you want to go first?
Sure. I built my new awesome computer.
Ooh, yeah.
Cirrhosis's build, and it's pretty sick.
Very nice.
Yeah, and we had a snow day, and lots of game time.
Saw that in the forums. It was nice pictures. Nice
I
friendly
know.
Thank you.
Made me jealous. Never had a lot of snow.
So have you gotten to test out your computer in all the different games?
Yeah. Well,
And how's it?
It looks great. Runs smooth. Last night I had 147 frames per second in Guild Wars.
Holy cow, that's awesome.
Look at that smile. Look at that smile. He's 147 frames per second. So now there's no excuse for you falling, like we saw. Remember the bloopers reel at the end of the jumping puzzles. So we should no more lag excuses. Like boom, you're on. I'm at the end of the thing. I jump. I'm going. All right, cool.
Yeah.
How about you, Harper?
Lots of World of Warcraft. Did a lot of spring cleaning. No snow days because it's 80 degrees here. So go us.
And I like that. That sounds great.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. So, pretty much that's it. Didn't do anything exciting at all. Worked a lot. Played quite a bit. And, yeah. So, how was your week, Scrib?
Oh my gosh, last week was so busy. We drove down to your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And found a house and signed a lease, and we're all good to go. So we're moving down to Houston. Looks like we'll be going the 12th of February. And I'm trying to time it so it's just right. So I get my last WoW raid in on Thursday night. Let's see, they pack up Tuesday and they take everything, except I always take my computer with me because I'm driving. So I always take my computer and everything with me. I've got to call and set up whoever the internet provider is, who I don't know yet, but I've got to call and get them to set it up, hopefully for Saturday. Now's enough time, right, that I should be able to get a Saturday or even a Friday hookup that weekend, so that the next Monday we're back on for the podcast, and then, of course, Tuesday, Thursday for the raids. So, fingers crossed, if everything goes well, I will. And if everything doesn't go well, then, well, I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll figure something out. So it was good, but it was nice weather while we were down there.
Bring your computer over here.
Awesome. That was it. I'm going to go over to Harper's house. Share a microphone.
That'd be funny. Then I'd actually have to be on there with you.
Oh yeah, I'd hold a piece of paper up like this, and here we are. While I'm talking. I'm here with Harper. And she's sitting right next to me. We're sharing a microphone.
Yeah.
So, no, but it was good. It was a great week. I have to say that I've spent a lot of time. I don't know what it is. I put all. You guys have seen all the awards that I make for the guild.
Yes.
For any of the players get up there. I don't know that any of the players in the guild actually look at them. I mean, I know some do. There's one I know we've got a WoW award up there that a lot of people want, and I think I'm gonna have to change the criteria for it. It's very difficult to get, so I may have to back off a little bit so people can get it. It's the I'm That Good award, but there are other awards that we have. We put them out. We put them on Facebook, which so far has been a hit. So I've created some more. I get bored, and I just create these awards. I'm like, hey, what would be, because we talk about it as leaders when we do our leadership meetings. We say, what are these, what should we have awards for? I remember when I was talking to Dimos and we're setting Guild Wars 2 up, and it was like, okay, we need a member award, and we're going to have founders, and yeah, we should have a PvP one. And I think now we're up to about 15 awards and growing. And we had the new events that come in, and, the Winter's Day, and then the Mad King, and, the Jump Master one, and Master Crafter, and all that, and they're great. And the thing is, they're not easy things to get. We make the awards that they're a little bit challenging. For instance, one of our most difficult awards to get that a lot of members didn't get was the Hit Max Level in Terra award.
We made an award because Thank you very much.
That's an achievement. It sucked to do it. So we do that. So I went back and I'm looking through all the awards and I'm like, wow, you know what? I remember when I was playing my Sith Warrior in Star Wars, I got to level 54 in PvP, and we have an award for getting Battle Master, which is PvP rank 60.
Right.
I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. And so I've been logging, I think, every day except for, I took Saturday, Sunday off from doing my farms in WoW for the most part. But I did my farms this morning. I have 5 16 plat farms now going in there. So, and it's actually pretty good. Yeah, 5 16 slot farms. I make good money too, because I usually put 1 or 2 stacks of Golden Lotus on the auction house every day for about 1,900 gold. So all right, so I've got this. I do my farms, and then I'm like, okay, I want this award, so I'm going to PvP. And I've been PvPing and PvPing and PvPing. And when we get down to this week in Tempest, I'll talk about PvP and how much I still love it in Star Wars. Some's good, some's bad, but I'm up to level 56, almost level 57 now, and I have my Elite War Hero chest, my Elite War Hero helm, and I just got the Elite War Hero lightsaber. I got one more lightsaber I'm going to get, and I'll start working on all the other pieces. By the time I hit 60, I'll have all the Elite War Hero, and it will make a huge difference. Huge difference. I mean, I've already, as I get pieces, I see it's I survive just a little bit easier, a little bit more, and then after that, I'll have to go for the really high, I have the War Hero pieces. Then I'll be going for the Elite War Hero. That's the next tier up. That's the highest tier right now, and that's tough to get. You have to get in structured PvP. What? Structured PvP?
Oh, what?
Yeah. And I have to say, Dimos, we're still talking about what I did this week. I logged in this morning into Guild Wars 2, transferred my character back to Yak's Bend, because I got my last role achievement on some other server and then logged out, and I just forgot about it. Logged into Yak's Bend. I got back into Yak's Bend, luckily. I was able to transfer over.
Are you back in Tempest?
I'm not. I'm in a solo guild with just me, and it's Tempest over 40. So you have to be over 40 to be in there. So it's going to be me and Godmocker. No, I don't think he's playing Guild Wars anymore. So I'll have to get back in. I'll have to get back in. Yeah, I'll have to get back into Tempest. But I went in and I started looking into the structured PvP. And this is all coming down to I'm looking at the awards, and I'm like, these are cool awards, I want to get them. And so I'm working on the Star Wars one. There's an award for 60, 80, and 100. And of course, 80 and 100 will take forever, but I think I'm going to hit 60. And I may actually start coming in on Friday nights when I can with Dimos' group to start doing structured in Guild Wars.
I almost made it this Friday. It was so close. For the purpose of getting those ranks. I may hold you back. I mean, I jumped on my Ranger, and it was like, okay, cool. And I went to the Mists and Respect and did whatever I had to do and picked my stuff, and I'm good to go now. Yeah, it's easy.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, that's cool. Definitely come and join the structure. It's fun.
Of course, I also created the member award today for Archage and Elder Scrolls, because I'm sure we'll have at least, casual groups in both of those.
Yeah.
So
hopefully. Yeah. At least.
Pretty cool. All right, let's talk about the news. And here are your hosts with news from the games we love. Okay, so how about Guild Wars? What did Arena release on us this week?
Well, the Flame and Frost Prelude is the first update that we got today. It was a massive patch, tons of changes. One of the biggest things that was kind of the new thing here is the multi-stage live story that they're going to be doing. And there's a big live story chain of events going on that'll be in Hullbreak, Black Citadel, and the Shiver Peaks newbie starting areas. I didn't read too much into it yet, but it's got something to do with why something's going on in the mountain and why they're leaving.
Cool. Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it looks like the chat room's saying that you and I sound like Transformers. Well, Quist said it. I don't know if anybody else is hearing the same thing. Are you guys hearing that? That we sound like Transformers?
What is up with the sound?
Yeah, Sorosa says we do.
Okay, let me see this again. That's got to be a Skype thing, right?
He said it's like reverb, and then Quist says we sound like machines. I am using my robot voice.
I just saw Grandma's Boy this week. So I know what that is. In
honor of Stephen Hawking's birthday.
I don't see. Let me see. Audio settings.
They said echoes.
Out? I don't see anything on. Let me see if there's anything in this.
It's usually Scrib that you can't hear, and then you can hear us clear.
I know.
So
of course,
it's
I
kind of
adjusted
weird.
the sound this week so that everything would be okay. Is there any change in the sound yet?
Still echo, reverb.
Can you hear it?
I don't hear it at all. It sounds clear to me.
Yeah, y'all sound fine to me too. Quiz says that you're as clear as day, Scrib, but we suck.
Of course, I
Shouldn't say
fixed
that,
it this week for me and jacked it up for everyone else. Okay, outgoing sound. Let's try this.
It's still messed up.
Audio settings. Well, it should be. I mean, because it should be whatever I'm hearing. Okay, let me check all my repeaters then. That's not love. Let me get these shows there. Okay, I got microphone to virtual 2, line 1 to line 2. Why am I doing that? And line 1 to microphone to my headset. All right, let me try this.
Erica says we need to turn the speakers down, maybe, or something. So
Turn which speakers down?
us, maybe. I don't know. I'm turning myself down a little bit. Is it better? Can you hear us now? Okay, she got us.
Can you hear me?
Dimos, say
Is it-
something.
Am I clear?
Is Dimos clear? Yes, we're good. We're up.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Input device. Great. So now they hear you?
Yeah. And apparently,
Okay, what am I
apparently
missing then?
I'm alive.
Okay, so can they still hear me?
Can y'all hear Scriv clear as well? Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, so they're good. Okay, so I just turned that repeater off. That's probably what it was. Probably a wasted line in there. Okay, cool.
Great.
Yay.
Awesome. Let's jump back in the news.
All right.
Sorry about that.
No, it's
No,
fine. We can
that's
discuss
great.
that.
Yeah,
And of
we
course,
need
I got
that.
Dimos up over the.
So, yeah, all right. So we got the
There
multi-live,
you
multi-stage live story that we're doing. They've said that there's going to be some kind of NPC, I think called a herald, that's going to be in the major cities that are supposed to announce when these events happen so that people can participate in them. They have their own achievements tied to them too. Then, of course, for PvP, they got the Temple of the Silent Storm week. Basically, the paid tournaments don't work like they have been in the past. It's a 2-team single round elimination instead of 8-team, three round elimination. And after this happens, after this week is over, they'll add Temple of the Silent Storm to tournaments permanently. They've also revamped the daily achievement system, and it's been challenging for me to do.
Does it take more time now?
Today, yes, because
Nice.
I started doing it and then it reset, and one of the objectives for the daily sucked very much, in my opinion. So I wasn't too happy about that. So it kind of I've done them twice now today, and I'm not done yet.
I know I got credit once.
Well, yeah, I will once I finish it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
The rewards, though, are the new currency, the Laurels, and from the Laurel vendor, they've got some awesome
Those are laurels.
laurels. Excuse me. They've got some awesome.
Listen at Scriff with his Guild War II
Birds.
knowledge. What's
Yeah.
with this? I'm kind of in this altered
I
universe.
Yeah.
Insightful.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, seriously though, the rewards are pretty tight. When you go up to the vendor, they've got the new ascended amulets. They've got the infusion type stuff. They've got 2 mini pets. Just all kinds of different stuff. You can actually buy siege weapons with it too if you wanted.
That's cool. So you guys get to do daily quests for gear and stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah, and we get to buy exotics too.
And pets. Yeah, and stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know.
I swear, I am not at. Is this Freaky Monday, not Freaky Friday? Because Scribbs actually logged in
No,
to Guild Wars 2 and I haven't,
know.
and he's
Yeah.
knowing stuff and I don't, and
Yeah.
it's freaking me out a little. Yeah.
If you like doing the dailies, just dailies generally, you're gonna love this. But I'm not having a
Yeah, I
very
love
good time
dailies.
with it.
Just love
I
every
personally,
game.
I prefer the PvP daily. It's just I don't know. It's slack, so it's not in my way. But anyway,
Good.
yeah. So they have 5 new utility infusions, 30 new ascended amulets. Of course, that's brand new to the thing because before it was 2 rings and a back piece in the fractals.
Mm-hmm.
You get 1 laurel or whatever laurel per doing the daily, and then 10 for the monthly. And the dailies also adjust every day. So there's something new every day instead of just going to Queensdale and finishing it in 15 minutes.
Nice.
Yep. So they also enhanced the World v World performance issues somewhat. This is like the first step, they said. And then they've adjusted the level adjustment system and improved the rewards when you downscale a little bit. I've noticed it a little bit today. I've got some decent dies and stuff out of it too.
That's cool.
And finally,
Dies.
It's one of the best die systems I've seen.
Oh,
yeah.
totally.
It's
My
such a good
favorite.
system.
Y'all
I
know
don't know
how
why
I used
other
to
games
go on
can't
about
figure. I
that.
can't figure out how to do that.
I love the die system. And last but not least, they have the new gym store items. And with the gym store items, one of the biggest perks is the baby Qui-Gon backpack.
Aww. What does it look like?
Awesome.
But
Baby Qui-Gon?
yeah,
Is it?
Qui-Gon. It's basically like a transmog thing. I think it's a skin. It's not the actual item. I think.
Do you wear it on your like your back piece or
yeah,
something?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a
so
baby
you have a
Qui-Gon
little
in it?
baby Qui-Gon on your back. How cute!
Yeah, you got.
Wow.
And then they revamped the box of fun. So
All right.
that's it for Guild Wars.
I thought the ArenaNet, when you bought it, you got the box of fun. No?
Yeah, totally.
All right. Well, in World of Warcraft this week, the MMO champion has data mined a bunch of it, and as they continue to data mine. And a good thing, I think one of my apps or one of my add-ons actually helps contribute to their data mining. So it's cool. So I helped them find some of this stuff, I think. Wait, no, I'm not playing the PTS. Okay, never mind. But they said a couple of big changes to rep, and I think these are awesome. The first thing is work orders. The way work orders are going to work, people have been wondering how they're going to do.
Yeah,
is each day you can take a work order. You pick the work order that you want. And what it tells you, it says, okay, for dominance offensive, we need 40 carrots. And so you have to basically, it takes up 8 plots of land. Now, when you pick them the next day, you don't get them back that day. You got to pick them the next day, and you gather all those up. I don't know if you turn them in or what happens with them. I'm assuming you have to give that to them. They give you 300 rep in that faction.
Do you turn around and get the quest again that same day, so you can do it daily, or is there a day in between where you're harvesting?
No one has. I think you get to choose the ones you get to do. Is what it sounds like.
That's what I was wondering.
And the reason I say that is okay. So you have 8 plots of land. Now I've got, like I said, I've got 16. The 5 different 16 plot farms. Each farm has a maximum of 16 plots, so you can do 2 reps a day. You can't do the same one, but you can do 2 different reps a day on your farm. And that's easy to do. Now, the other thing that they're adding in with the rep grinding, they said they're trying to take the rep out of doing daily quests. Or there's two other ways that they're doing rep. There are 2 reps being added in patch 5.2 that are associated with the raid itself. The one thing they're going to do is the first heroic you do and the first scenario you do of the day, you get to choose the rep that you're going to rep for going into.
Yeah.
And when you do the heroic, you get 750 rep, and when you do the scenario, it's 375. So all in all, through doing a heroic, a scenario, and one set of plots on your farm, you get 1300 rep. No daily quests. Well, I guess you could say the daily quest of doing the farm, but seriously, doing the farm takes me about 6 minutes per character to do if I can do 30 minutes, I can do all 5 farms. So I mean, it doesn't take that long to do. So you can get 1300, and you're going to go in the heroics anyways, and the heroic gives you valor. They changed the elder coin. How you do the coins and stuff for rolling on loot. There's a new tier of coin that'll come into play. So you'll be able to get either the elder coins or the new thunder coins or whatever the hell they are.
Oh, okay.
To roll on looking for raid or other loot at that tier. Now, There was some mix-up, and this isn't in my notes, but one of the things they talked about, there was a blue post this week, and they talked about why is looking for raid loot starting at 502. And I've talked to a bunch of people in the guild, and people are buying. I'm going to buy my cloak. I'm going to buy my ring. And I'm like, why? You're wasting your valor buying stuff. Get the purples you have now and upgrade them, your highest ones, and upgrade them. That's what you need to do with your valor. And then have your 3,000 valor cap when we roll into 5.2. And the reason I say that is the looking for raid loot. First of all, you have to have 500 or 480 to get into looking for raid for the Thunder King instance. There are 4 wings, so it's going to be 4 weeks of unlocks that you're going to go through and do. And then you're going to do those raids. The looking for raid tier level is 502. I think the heroic level, is 530 something or 540? Whatever.
So you can't get into LFR for Thunder King
if you don't have 480.
Unless it's 502?
No.
Oh.
That's what it's going to drop. Looking for raid's going to drop 502 gear.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I was going to say, what?
That's why I'm saying buying gear now is a waste of valor.
Right. No, I agree. I'm on board with that.
You do the math on the number of points and upgrades, whatever. Yeah, upgrade your highest level, especially for our group, who's raiding. Well, I know we're doing all. Yeah, you love this item level, right? We love our treadmill. Let us have our treadmill. Okay, so that the other thing you can do is some other things. Let me see. 1 per day, 16 slots. Additionally, there's a rare chance that when you kill raid bosses now, they've added in a rare weapons drop, and this happens in looking for raid and normal and heroic, and it has a chance of picking a non-set piece like an axe or like a weapon, and you may get a Thunder Forged version of that. It's called Thunder Forged, and anything that's non-set has a chance of dropping as Thunder Forged. What it is 6 item levels higher than that level. Right, so 502 looking for raid. If you get a Thunder Forged axe out of that, it'll be a 508.
So it's going to drop in LFR, not just in the regular raids?
It'll be an LFR and normal and heroic.
Oh, wow.
And it'll be 6 levels above.
I bet we can take bets on who's going to get the first one. Who's the luckiest person in the guild right now?
Santir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Okay, so like I said, set pieces are excluded from that. They're still tweaking the 2 and 4 piece set bonuses. I've looked at the design. I looked at all the MMO Champion videos. I don't see a set that I dislike. I looked at all.
I really love the Druid one.
I think the Druid looks
one of my favorites
the
that they've ever
looks
done
badass.
for the Druids.
That evil, wicked tree.
I love it.
Tree look.
It's perfect.
That is awesome. Yeah, so it's really good. So I mean there's some more. There's other WoW stuff that went on, but that was the most of the stuff. That's all the 5.2 knows, I should say.
Yeah, the Lunar Festival is now live. Everyone knows what that is, and they're still doing the same thing. We still get to kill Omen, the 2-headed dog or wolf, whatever it's called.
But does
you still
anything?
Use your coins to buy like the lunar gear, the dresses, the pantsuits, the food, that kind of thing. So it's fun, and I went through and did the whole thing and got the Elder title one year, and that was pretty interesting. I won't be doing that again on any other tunes, but it was fun. It was neat, and it's cool
over,
that
right? You get the title
WoW's still continuing on with that because it's kind of a neat little festival.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's it.
In the Secret World this week, Joel Bylos, the game director, released a State of the Game letter for January. It shed a little bit of light of what's going on. Now, if you've been watching any of the game industry news, we only report this once a week. But there's another big issue. 2 weeks ago or last week, they closed down the Toronto office. I think it was Toronto. It was one of the Canadian offices, whatever. Well, apparently what's happening is he let everyone in on what's going on. And Funcom is consolidating all their live game assets to one place. And that one place, you remember, most of the Secret World folks are up in, Norway? Is it Norway, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Funcom is now going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina.
What?
All live assets will be in Raleigh, North Carolina. So guess what? If you're a game developer who doesn't want to move to Raleigh, you may find yourself unemployed. Because they're moving all live assets to Raleigh, North Carolina. So that's what's going on. And they said now, because of this upheaval amongst the developers, and those are his words, and being required to move or to not move, the result is that issue 6, which everyone expected to come out in January, will not be coming out. It'll be coming out sometime near the end of February. Issue 6's storyline focuses mostly in Egypt, which means that the Tokyo Adventure Zone that has been talked about in the beginning of the year is not going to be in January or February, which means it would be March at the earliest, but probably later. They have had some other changes in there. I haven't gone in to look at the PvP changes and stuff. But with that upgrade, with issue 6, they've added in increased guild functionality. You will be able to do custom ranks and set permissions and privileges and leave guild notes. And hopefully you can see the big problem we had, to find out if people logged in or not in the last 30 days. So you can say, why are you still in my guild? Kick them out. Kick them all out. Okay, wait, no, then you're by yourself. Oh, like I am. Like I am in the Secret World. Well, actually, I'm not. I have Cirrhosis with me because he's lifetime too.
Yep.
So, and Varnes, who knows what he's playing.
Yeah, he's playing Guild Wars 2 this week, pretending to be a mage.
I need
Lamar and I
Varnes.
had fun with that.
Do some Let's Play Secret World. It's a relatively unknown game. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that they're moving everyone stateside. I don't get that. That's kind of interesting, but I guess we'll figure out why soon, maybe.
Cool. Anyone play the Defiance beta this weekend?
If we told you,
I saw another podcast. They talked about it.
Well,
my understanding is Tryon live streamed some.
I think it was last week. Maybe not. I don't know. Beta weekend happened though, and have not seen any reviews. I talked to some folks, played the feedback, and Tryon is. I don't know about the game. Really, I don't know what's up with Tryon. The good news, later on, of course, is the Arcade thing, but Tryon, or Scott Hartzman, left Tryon.
Left completely. He didn't leave to get it. He left Tryon Worlds. He's gone.
Yeah, he just said gone. He's out. There's no explanation, no goodbye letter, nothing, just out. I don't know. But Defiance, it's still under NDA, so you can't really talk about it too much. They do post a lot of stuff about the show on Facebook.
Yeah.
So
the show's looking really good. I might have to.
It does.
Have to watch that.
I might have to see what it's all about, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well, with Terra getting prepped to go back to free to play again, I know everyone here was big Terra players, right? And it's going free to play. Well, I wanted to let a lot, because I know we had a lot of guildies, and we grew up. We had a couple of hundred Tempest members at one point, and most of them are gone now or moved on to other games guilds, whatever. But we had a lot of Terra players at one time, and I know we've got a lot of members who currently play it and have bad memories of Terra. And, with the conversion from regular free-to-play, usually comes in all kinds of, we have the bad taste of what BioWare has done. So Terra, I would have to say, en masse, has done a really good job. They have, they released the details this week. There's a big chart they put up on their website outlining what all the things are that you get for the different levels. Now, they've stayed true to their word. There are no restrictions on class. You can play any class, any race, go into any dungeon or anything. There's nothing that's off limits in the game. They've designated 3 different levels of player. You have an elite player, a founder, and a standard. Now, an elite member is a member who's basically going to pay a monthly subscription. And because they do that, some of their in-game costs or fees, like they'll have lower auction house fees, lower banking fees, postal fees. Vendors will be just at 5% cheaper, 10% cheaper, something like that. That's their bonus for being in there. They also get some cosmetic items. They get shorter dungeon cooldowns, and they have access to twice as many daily quests. Woo! As everyone else. So they can do 20 a day, and everyone else is limited. I don't know. I might not subscribe. I'm not going to subscribe anyways, but I wouldn't subscribe to limit myself back to 10 dailies if I was going to do dailies, which I never did in Terra. Now, the other thing is, which is cool because it affects kind of most of the people in Tempest, is that founders are players who we baited and launched. Mm-hmm. The elite and the standard player. The standard player is basically your, hey, this game looks cool. I'm going to go free. It went free to play last month. I'm going to start playing it now. That's your standard player. Now, the interesting thing is founders who already had the game or purchased the game before it went free to play get all 8 character slots. They also get 288 of their bank slots. They've got complete storage as if you never left the game. You've got all your storage, all your characters, all that stuff is there. Even the new subscription, I'm assuming these are new subscription members, right? New subscription members and the standard players have 2 characters, and they can buy more slots. They have 78 bank slots. I think the subscription has a little bit more, and they can buy more. So so it's basically it's buy to increase things. But there's really no limitation. There's no gold limit. You can have as much money anyone has anything. The only limitation is put on standard players who can only send 10 gold. That's the max they can send back and forth. So So that's kind of the thing. Overall, I think the table looks fantastic. I mean, I really, this is how I think you do it. They set it up in such a way that it's enticing for new players to come in. There's not really.
I agree. I'm
really
very excited.
If you're going to play it free to play,
I just wish I had more time. There's just not enough
Yeah, you and me
time
both.
to do all these games. I never
Yeah.
thought I'd say that, but I just, I don't know. I want to play it. I want to get back in there because I want to see my tunes. I miss my little Elin priest. She was so cute.
Last week I logged in. Like I said, I checked out all my characters.
So
Well,
it'd be
with the
kinda
new
neat to
players,
get in
think
there.
about that. You can log into the game. Remember, you can go to the first zone. Remember, you do that cinematic thing.
Yeah.
And you're at level 20, and you've got most of your abilities. So you can, with 2 character slots, you can kind of try all the characters out at 20 when they've started getting most of their powerful stuff.
Right, yeah.
Play them out, and then pick whichever one you want to go, and then boom,
Kill some
level that character
BAMs.
up.
Do some
And then try
instances
something
even
new,
before you
get
hit
another one.
20. So.
And if you really want more than 2 characters, then buy another slot. I don't know that it'll be that expensive. You'll see. So,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think
did
that
a
they
great
are
job.
heading in the right direction. I would totally agree with you on that.
Yeah. It's too bad we didn't get to keep
Sounds
the
like
Tempest name because the server we're on is Tempest Reach. Yeah.
Wow.
I said it's too bad we didn't get to keep the Tempest name because there was already a Tempest guild on that server.
Oh.
But the
yeah.
server that became the PvE server is Tempest Reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, there are a lot of Tempests in the world, I'm finding. You know there's actually a Tempest game community out there?
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was pretty pissed.
Wow.
There's a
Somebody's,
Tempest
like,
gaming
duplicating-
community already.
Tempest Gaming something. Yeah, and it started
Tempest
up like
Gaming.
like November. It started in November last year. Like, we're almost 2 years old, so they started. Yeah. Okay. Side note. Arcade. The game I've been waiting for a long time. Actually, a lot of people are. It's been getting a lot of hype. It's touted as the big sandbox, which is actually going to lead me into one of the notes that we don't have. So I'll just go from one to the other because I like to talk a lot. Arcade has found its North American publisher, and it's going to be Tryon Worlds. Jake Song, who's the creator of Lineage, which means I have Godmacher hooked. He's the CEO and founder of XL Games, has stated that they recognize Tryon as a leader in the gaming industry. They're pushing the boundaries on what's possible with games and technology. They're looking forward to working with them. A week before this announcement came out, they put the English site up. It was great, lots of information. Tryon Worlds has come back and said that they plan on releasing it by the end of the year.
Yep. That would
I
be
can't
sweet.
believe they're going to get it out that
Oh,
soon, but that's awesome if they
We
do.
got to get our rating done. Because I'm going to go burn people's houses down.
I know. I'm so
gonna
afraid.
build a
Y'all are
ship
going to be
and
so
pillage.
mean to me. I'm going to hate
Build
you
a
all,
ship
I'm
and
sure.
pillage.
If I
Not
find
if you're in our
okay
guild.
with
You probably can't kill your own guild member.
Yeah.
What? Seriously, you
Of course, we
can't?
could kick you
Oh.
out and kill you,
You'll
and then
kick
invite
me
you back.
out and then burn
I'll
my
go.
house
I'll go
down.
torch your farm.
Kick you out, burn your house down. Oh,
No,
I'm sorry.
don't do that.
I'm sorry. We'll give you some wood. You can come back in.
I'll go gather all your or harvest all your plants or whatever. And
Kill your farm animals.
Yeah,
rock
these
sheep.
fighting words.
Okay. Real quick, I know we're going to jump into Elder Scrolls in our news. We're actually going long with our news.
Yeah, there's a lot.
After Arcade is that John Smedley leaked some information, purposefully leaked some stuff about EverQuest Next, saying the players will have something
What?
not a beta
A release
this
version.
year. Release version this year.
it's not a bait.
Not a beta. Not a beta. Now, the folks over at Gamebreaker were talking about this on their Twimo show. They were talking about it, and their speculation that it's either an alpha, which is not a beta, but they said release version, or it's a standalone or something that they'll probably take to PAX or something like that. So I'm going to be optimistic and hope that it's a release version. But of course, when that happens, we'll lose Centier.
Yeah, and maybe me.
Yeah.
That game's so precious to me.
I don't know.
So, we'll
you're
see.
not. You're going to go wherever we want you to go.
Oh, what?
You said, I'm never going to leave Guild Wars. I'm never
Well,
going to leave Guild Wars.
We'll
Daimo
have a
says
guild
you're not
war-
even in
we'll
the
have a
guild
Tempest
anymore.
faction in, yeah.
Well, you stayed in
I didn't
War,
say I'm never
World
going
of
to leave Guild
Warcraft.
Wars.
Okay.
I said I'm always going to play Guild Wars in some way, shape, or form. And,
Okay.
well,
in your
yeah.
dreams. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. hmm I love.
Well, I know we're not going to get you an
I got
arcade,
Vader
so I know,
to start
I'm sure
playing
EverQuest.
it, okay?
I'm sure
and he
EverQuest.
loves it,
Yeah.
so I can bring people
Mhm.
to the table, okay?
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Yeah, but
you are
you,
great.
you say
great recruiter.
you're gonna play, but
I will.
We haven't
Okay,
seen
I am
Harper
logging my
play.
butt in this weekend.
Okay,
all right.
I was going to say, don't do it right now because you're going to
It's
mess with the
all good.
bandwidth.
I'm not going to log in right now. No.
Okay, Damos, what's your big news this week?
No, I want to do it.
You? Oh, you're doing it. Okay, sorry. Okay, go ahead,
Yeah.
Harper. There's a
Okay.
lot to talk about.
Elder Scrolls announced their closed beta their closed beta sign up. So they didn't tell us exactly when, but it's all over their website. So if you have not heard, if you've been sleeping under a rock and have not heard that the online
Or
beta
what if you're not sleeping and
sign-ups
can't pay attention?
are in, then you can go to their website and go sign up there. As a matter of fact, the first day that it was available, the site was kind of hammered, so people actually had to switch to Google Chrome to actually sign up for the beta. They were using Explorer and it didn't work. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyways, everyone's
6
pretty
lost
excited
apps
about
here.
it.
6 lost
They did a
apps.
cool thing with the sign up, letting you know how your answers or your, DX and all that stuff tested out, that you had a really good chance of getting in. I think everyone had a really good chance of getting in.
Excellent chance.
According
I know
to what they were
Godmarker was
saying.
like, Godmarker was, I are a good tester. I are a good. He just kept typing as his stats kept getting better and better and better and better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's what
see,
he
that's
felt.
how you
And
do
he
it.
repeated it over and over and over again.
It's
So how many games did y'all say you beta tested?
I've beta tested pretty much. Gosh, I don't even know.
Age of Conan, Secret
I don't
World,
know.
Terra, Mop,
Like 6 or 7 games, maybe.
and one more. Yeah, it's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I went. I said Rift, even
Oh,
though
End of Nations.
I did.
I'm not supposed to say
every
that.
game we've played since Rift. So
Yeah, I did EQ2. I did Dark Age of Camelot. I did Rift. I did Terra. I did all these games. I think that it came up to 7 games for me. So
yeah, that's about right.
I clicked almost every single box for playstyle except for open world PvP, I think.
I did everything except
And role playing. I said no role playing.
role playing. Yes, I did. I didn't do role playing. And
yeah,
there
I
was
think
one
I
other-
left that off too. Believe it or not, I didn't.
There was one other one I can't remember. Damn.
So what? Is there anything else? That's all the Elder Scrolls stuff.
With the beta testing, they're going to be testing some guild systems and their AVA system. They also discussed the details about the mega server tech that they will use, and just kind of giving you a background on everything. So it's worth going to the website to look at the trailer. It's pretty awesome. So we'll just keep y'all posted as soon as we hear things going on about that, and as soon as we can talk about whoever's getting in. I'm going to be so ticked if some person that's not even really interested that signed up on the fly gets in, and somebody that's really interested.
Well, we still have our Final Fantasy spy.
Oh yeah, I need to
Haven't
check
heard
on
much
that.
out of that individual at all.
Yeah, I'll have to. I don't think that individual's been playing at all, so I'll have to check. But yeah,
Cool. Let's talk about this week in Tempest.
yes, let's. So
This week in Tempest.
And back to Guild Wars 2.
All right, so Chap kicked this week off running groups through 2 passive explorable COF, and he said that it was pretty cool. The Thursday night, we completed Story Mode Raw for those that were looking to complete it for not only their Dungeon Master title, but finishing their personal story. We're trying to wrap that up for a lot of people. So we had Polly, Pally, and Dinot in the group that needed it to make sure that they got it done. If I'm missing somebody, forgive me. But yeah, so we got through it, and of course, Polly didn't get to finish his because he DC'd right when we were killing
Oh,
Saitan.
no.
Yeah, he DC'd right then, right when Zaitan was dying, and we killed him. Yeah, he
wow,
didn't get
because that
credit.
is a long dungeon.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It's
It's
pretty bad.
aggravating. It's one of the
This patch actually changed some of it, so
really, but it's one
Yeah.
of the most aggravating dungeons I've ever
Yes.
been in. Maybe because it was like 12:30 at night when I first started doing
No,
it.
That's not it.
Yeah,
It's,
I don't know.
It's a terrible ending for a the major storyline there. In my opinion, it just is bad. It was bad. So and it's very tedious. So
The
yeah.
trash
So
is horrible.
but we
Horrible.
got other people we need to get it done for. So
That's
we'll do
awesome.
That's good.
Congrats
That's
to those
good.
who finished.
And I want to say, I got to recognize Chap. I mean, this week I logged in. I was gone all week, and when I'm gone, I always wonder if anyone's going to actually write any news for the front page. officers, and so I looked, and there was this great Guild Wars 2. And I'm like, oh, like Dimos is at it again. And Dimos always puts up great, I mean, when he puts stuff up there, there's pictures, there's links, there's all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, oh, wow, this looks like a really good Guild Wars 2 write-up. So I read through the entire thing, looking at the pictures, look at the stats, the tables, everything they put up. And then in the end, I see that it was posted by Chap.
I did the same thing. I did
awesome.
The same thing.
I'm like, that was a great news, up-to-date thing that's going on. I mean, that was a great summary of what happened in the week. And so I just want to say, again, publicly here, Chap, great job on getting that out. I look forward to reading the rest of the stuff that's coming up. I jumped into the Guild Wars 2 forums for the first time in like a month or two, and I was looking through some of the posts there to see what's going on this week. And man, you did a great job picking him getting him as an officer. He is on the ball for getting stuff planned and scheduled, and it is awesome. It's like I said, one of our strongest groups, leadership groups, is definitely the Guild Wars 2 group. So you guys are doing awesome.
Thanks. Yeah, he does a good job. He came up with the whole war, the abbreviated thing. It's really good. He does a good job.
That was good. It was really good.
Yep. So we did that. Then Friday night's planned World v World event was disrupted by queues. So it was reset week, and Team Legacy and a bunch of guilds went to this server. I can't pronounce it right. It starts with a K, and they all decided to go with this bottom tier.
Servers, like server hopping? God, they're so ridiculous.
For the final thing here, and basically their whole little alliance thing has done it. I mean, cool, whatever. But I mean, like you saw on the graph there on the news that they're just destroying it. I mean, they went from a bottom tier server, or mid grade, I guess you could say, and they've just been steadily climbing. And I don't know what they plan on doing once they get to top tier again. But
they're going to switch to some other crappy server and bring it up.
No, they're adding pay.
Keep doing it.
Pay transfer coming.
Yeah, they'll have. It started today. Yeah.
Awesome.
So anyway, that's kind of what messed up. So I mean, of course, Friday night resets are always pretty bad anyway. Last week was really good. This week was pretty bad. So what we did instead, like on the news article, was do fractals, and we did we actually wrapped up the night with a tournament SPVP, which was pretty tight. We're definitely learning a lot with different people, trying to get them into the swing of things out there, get experience. The Azuran Death Race was a blast last night. It was a lot of fun. Basically, as naked level 1 Azuran warriors, we split up into 2 teams, or teams of 2, and made our way from Metrica Province, basically the spawn point when you make a new character, all the way to the waypoint just south of Divinity's Reach. And we had to go through Kessex Hills and everything, and it was awesome. Q and I both frapsed it, so one of us might have a video up soon. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
It was really
I definitely
fun.
want to see that, because I love my little Asuras. They're so cute.
Yeah, we came across, and of course, Bonanza and Lashner actually won it, and so they got ahead of us and stuff. But it was really fun and exciting, dangerous, and just awesome. So
cool.
Yep.
How about WoW?
Well, this week in WoW, we, like Monday after the podcast, we dropped Blade Lord Tyak for the first time, and then on Tuesday we did Mogashan Vaults. We ran through there in less than 2 hours. It was probably our fastest run, I think, that we've done, and that was pretty awesome. That was a lot of fun. It really showed how it's always neat to go through that last progression thing that you've done, just to see how much you've learned and how quickly. And everyone did good. We didn't wipe on anything. It was really a good thing. Then we went into Heart of Fear, and we're still learning. It still took a couple of pulls on the first boss just to get the timing right. I think we did 2 pulls on him, maybe 3. And then we got to Windlord, or Blade Lord, and it was that one was a little bit rough, so we did that for a while, and I don't think we finished.
You guys got him on Thursday.
Yeah, we finished him Thursday, because we were pretty tired by that point, because we had killed the first boss, and I think our brains were a little bit confuzzled at that point. So we went to, and then we killed him again, which was great. Grats everybody that got their loot, and then we went to kill Garelon, and we had some really good pulls on him. We realized that the crew we had, we didn't have the DPS to actually not beat the Berserk timer. So
Mm-hmm.
so we're gonna have to do some tweaking tonight to figure out what we're gonna do. We were thinking of 2 healing, but I don't think that's gonna be possible. So we're gonna do the 3 heals and try to beef up our DPS because we were just short.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we did really good. I mean, we got to the end, and I mean, there's not a lot to that fight. It's just healing everybody through all the damage that keeps going. So that's the main thing.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, the Garelon fight itself is another DPS, just one of the top DPS checks in there.
It is.
Again, because when you get into the next fight, actually the next 2 fights after them, which is the Wind Lord and then the Amber Shaper. Those are big time mechanic fights. I mean, I've read through all the strategies for the Heart of Fear stuff, so I make sure that I was prepared. Watch the videos and stuff, and they're all mechanics. I mean, Garelon itself is the DPS. I think. I mean, I hope you guys get him tonight, but I think you got to go 2 healers and get that extra DPS. I mean, 20% is a lot to make up. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, on my note for rating, I told Greer I cannot. I do not have the time to do Monday nights.
I think there's
Monday
some
was
of us.
always. Monday was always our put aside. If we've got a boss down to 4%, okay, we'll come in Monday and we'll just kill him. If we, the raid ends. It seems now Monday has become our 3rd raid, and that's like, I can't do that to my wife. We agreed Tuesdays and Thursdays right now. Monday's podcast. Even now, it's 8:50, so we're almost done with the podcast.
Yeah.
So, you'll be able to get there. You just can't do Monday nights anymore.
Yeah, I think we're going to need to have a little talk about all that because it's questionable for a couple of us, but we're sticking in there for progression.
No, I mean that's cool. I mean, I hope you guys get them.
With your
That'd be awesome
situation,
to
it's
get
a little
into
bit more
the next one.
dire than ours, but still,
So.
yeah. I know you're listening, Greer. Do you hear us? Do you hear us? Yeah. Anyways, so also, let's see, what else did we do? We basically on Saturday we did LFR as a guild, which was a lot of fun. So we went through almost all the zones together. So it was kind of neat. We pretty much took a good chunk of
I did make sure that I turned back on guild repairs for tonight's raid. Now I won't turn them off again unless Erica continues to spend them on his paladin, who's non-raider.
I know,
to do guild
right?
repairs. Now last time I had him on, I left him on. He spent 600 gold over 2 days, and I was like, "What the? Who the hell's spending money doing?" I'm like, "This is raid repairs."
Erica, you're listening. I know you are.
Yeah, he's not listening.
He is.
So, how about Firefall?
Oh yeah, Firefall. Game that surprised me. I bought, I didn't buy it. I got the beta key. I didn't know anything about the game. I just saw it, so I was like, cool. So Skay and I both got into the beta weekend and just were sucked in. It was a ton of fun. It has Fast and Furious combat of a shooter with the open world PvE, deep crafting system, and amazing character progression of an MMO. Yeah, it really makes it an equal MMO shooter, no doubt. Interesting stuff though is instead of classes, it has defined roles, and they're chosen by what battle frame you choose. Basically, the gear you equip yourself with.
Can you shift those?
Yeah, you have right now in the beta you have 4, I think, available slots. I think with the cash shop you could buy more if you wanted. But it's basically you go to this UI and it's like a garage, and you can pick which battle frame you want to use. And so with the battle frames you have the Dreadnought, which is like a tanky type of thing, Assault, which is like heavy DPS.
What genre is it? Sci-fi, fantasy?
Sci-fi, yeah, sci-fi.
Oh, really? Okay.
And it's got the Assault, and then the Engineer is a support, Recon is like a sniper, and then Biotech is like a healer. And so everything's related to the battle frame, and then there are no levels either. Basically, you gain XP and stuff, but you use XP to allocate these things called tech trees, and they're all relative to your battle frame that you're currently wearing. You gain XP per frame, so it's really cool. And what you do is when you allocate the little, you can kind of consider it a talent tree, is you gain perks, and you can customize your battle tech frame to better define what you want to do with it. Like the engineer had different types of guns for their secondary weapons, like shotgun, submachine gun, etc. And then mines, turrets, everything like that. So it's pretty tight. Anyway, the way PvE works is they have a main story arc that you can follow, which is going to be more detailed as it progresses through beta. They've got a whole timeline there for you, but they've got a heavy dynamic event system, and then the Chosen is this. I don't know too much about the lore yet, but the Chosen invade zones, and they basically capture outposts, player-controlled outposts, and if they take control of it, then the player loses that. It's like Tabula Rasa, if you've ever played that.
Oh, that was nice. Such a fun game.
Oh, yeah. And those guys will zone in pretty much like they did in Tabula Rasa, too.
Nice.
Yeah. And so it's pretty cool. But the PvP system is amazing. They have an esport ready 5v5 team deathmatch already in place with spectator mode and commentary and streaming options inside.
Were those available?
Yes.
For the beta?
Yes. Everything.
Nice.
You can actually go up to the PvP interface and watch current games going on right now.
Now, how do you get to do a commentary?
Well, I didn't
or is it
mess
just
with
your
those
own
options.
commentary while you're playing?
Yeah, it's basically instead of using like XSplit and all that stuff to do the streaming, you would just it's right there in the game user interface.
Very nice.
Yep.
Very
so
nice.
It might cut down on the lag and stuff. But yeah, I was impressed with that because games have been saying spectator mode forever.
Yes, absolutely. People want to see that.
Yeah, and they're going to be bringing up a massive open world PvP system soon. I don't think it's going to be like Planetside 2 where it's just every zone is PvP. I think it's going to be controlled in some way, but they haven't really put any details out. It wasn't available in this beta. And then, of course, the best part of it is this is 100% free-to-play game. Free to download, free to play. And we were looking in the cash shop and everything and all the options. Everything is completely cosmetic and convenience. Like with the crafting system, the crafting system is all real time, and you queue things up. So you can buy reduction of time. But that's about it. So it's really cool. Definitely check out the beta.
Cool. I'm going to jump in real quick. I did, like I said, I played Star Wars this week a lot. I've been doing a lot of PvP in there, and I have to say, still, God, I'm so disappointed with BioWare. There's such a disconnect with their PvP. Now they've added ranked PvP in, and they're in the preseason one to get into a ranked match. Before you were only able to queue in with 4 people at a time, right? Remember we used to be PvP. You could only queue with 4 people. Well, if you have 8 people, a full team. Now you can queue for ranked PvP, and it's open. You can do it right now, but you have to have an 8-man team. The problem I'm finding or I'm seeing is, man, if you get in there, they don't have to go. They can basically break in their 4-man teams, and gear matters. We took a long time off of playing this game. I'm just coming back to the game, and we stopped playing in February of last year. So it's almost a year since we were really been playing. Since I've been PvPing.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, the gear makes a difference because I am getting hit sometimes with some of these players, and I'm running around. I started out at like 15k health, and now I'm up to 17k. Slowly getting, as I get the gear, health goes up, and my resistances increase as well. Some of these players run at 22, 23k health, and they're hitting me for a third of my health bar. One shot, boom. I'm like, what the hell? This is not even fun. There's just no way. I don't understand how they can't take a gear score and bracket it out. You could even have it doesn't have to be set, saying if you've got 150 gear, you're in this bracket, or 146 in this bracket, and 136 in this bracket. You don't have to do that. You can just sit there and put the numbers in and have that rolling, how many people are queued for PvP? 100. Okay, cool. The top 33% gear score are in this bracket. The middle 33 are in this bracket, and the bottom 33 are in this bracket. So as people join and gear score shifts, you shift brackets. I don't know. It seems easy to me. Instead of me going in there with I'm like, cool, I got all my champion gear. And then I go in there, and I'm fighting against the guy who's like rank 100 Valor Elite Warlord who's just laughing at me. I'm sitting there just beating on him with everything I can, and his health's just not dropping. And then, boom, 3 shots, I'm dead. So it's not always. It doesn't always happen. But when you get into that stuff, I haven't been close to breaking my keyboard again, but
Are you sure?
I was getting a little frustrated today, but it was cool. Yeah, I have to say, Hut Ball still a blast, still a blast. If you get with a good team, and I got with a great team yesterday, and
All you need is
we had
Inquisitors.
so much fun.
Yank and throw.
And then they've got a couple more that you get that are in since you guys are in there. They've got whatever the hell, Operation De Novo or the Coast, whatever, Coastal something or other. That's pretty fun. There's 3 control points, and you have to take each team. You have to take over 2 control points before you start damaging. It's like a modified Alderaan. You have to control 2 control points to be able to fire on the enemy ship. So it's dynamic. If each team holds 1 and they're fighting over the other one, then you're not damaging either ship. The game just goes on, and up to the timer's going on. And then they've got the Ancient Hypergate, which is actually it's pretty interesting. There are 2 Hypergate, 2 energy pylons, one on either side of the battlefield, and you start north-south, and the pylons are east-west. So each team runs over, you click on it, can take control of the pylon, and then you start gathering energy cubes. And as you gather cubes, the machine fires up, and it does this pulse, and you have to get to a safe zone because a pulse will kill any player out in the open, including if you're standing at the hypergate, at the thing itself. And so you're trying to basically power up the hypergate for your side. It's pretty cool. It's basically collecting, gather, and control points and stuff, and the other teams stuff. So yeah, it is fun. It is fun, but you can see every once in a while you get in there against a pre-made or against somebody who's really geared. And yeah, it's a little less fun.
I like your new signature.
Do you like that?
That's a good PvP
my wife. I heard it from my wife, who's a Naval Academy graduate, and I had a couple of friends who were Naval Academy graduates, and they're the ones who told me about the rule of 50-50-90. So given a 50-50 chance, you'll choose the wrong choice 90% of the time. So yeah, I applied that to my signature, and if you haven't seen my signature in the forums, you can look at it. It says, given a 50-50 chance of being put on a winning team, you'll be put on a losing team 90% of the time. So
yeah,
go in with the team. Go in with a team, and you're good.
Talking about the PvP, this isn't Star Wars related, but I saw that they were saying that in WoW, they're unless you covered it, I don't think you did, that they're going to be bolstering people up in each bracket. You didn't? Have you heard that?
I probably missed that. I mean, I saw the gear. I saw the gear notes, but I didn't see
the level cap that they can get. So it's going to help them power level to get up to the gear score and all that the other ones do if they start late in the season. I think that's what I understood.
No. This is something different. This is regular
It's for Arena?
Yeah, I saw it on Gamebreaker earlier the week.
Is it for Rated Battlegrounds?
Okay, you know how you're 20-29, right, for the level bracket?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They said that a level 20 will go in and be bolstered to 29, so it's fair.
Okay, I understand. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, they do it for everything that's not max level.
Unless you run into a twink, which is awesome. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So what's the big news from Tempest this week?
All right, so well-deserved congrats to Chap on being the January Player of the Month.
Definitely.
Yep, well-deserved. Well-deserved.
Definitely.
Congrats to W Big on downing 6 of 6 bosses in Mogashan Vaults. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yep.
All right. And then Q completed all the jumping puzzles, earning her the Jump Master. Congrats. And then we got a new member, but I haven't heard or been messaged yet, so I don't know what the deal is there. But welcome, Tristan. He's not in the guild yet in game, but yeah. And then
he's in Tempest, but not in TGC, not Tempest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then, of course, just a big note here is obviously the Elder Scroll is online has caught a lot of people's attention, and it seems to be a big upcoming interest for Tempest. So I hope things can get together. We can get together in beta and see what the game's all about.
Let's get a leader. Let's get a leadership team. We need some volunteers. If somebody if someone thinks that Elder Scrolls is going to be their #1 game, their top game, they want to be in that thing for life, like Deimos and Guild Wars 2, then we're going to hook you up with Deimos as your mentor. We will get you hooked up to recruit and get set up and go into Elder Scrolls. So definitely.
And I'll be happy to help whoever wants with the getting things started too initially. So, I mean, I'm
same for
done that with a couple games.
For all the games, yeah. EverQuest Next, and also for Arcage, though. I'm pretty sure I'll probably go for the Arcage one.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Yeah.
Santier may do the EverQuest next. So.
Oh, that's true. How about tip of the week?
My tip of the week really goes back to what we've been talking about. You definitely want to upgrade your gear. Don't worry about buying stuff with your Valor, and this is World of Warcraft. And just make sure you're doing that because it's going away, and you really need that eye level to help make you more acclimated into the new raid zone, because you are going to, even though it's 480, it's really going to be helpful to be up there as far as you can.
Yep.
So,
because we will start. I'm assuming we're going to start right into the regular normal rate.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
So yeah.
I think that's what Greer was saying.
Yeah. How about you, Damos?
I don't really have a tip, so just I don't know. Let us know if you get in a beta weekend on any game, just so that we're aware and ask you about it or whatever.
Yep, absolutely. My tip of the week was for the Elder Scrolls Online beta sign up. Of course, Harper already told you this, but if you're having issues with Internet Explorer signing up for the beta, switch over to Chrome or Firefox or something else and see if you can get in. That way I did. I had 6 failed applications before I made the, I was like, hey, I'm smarter than this. Maybe I should cut and paste my application onto a Word document so I don't have to keep typing the stupid thing in and trying to remember what the hell I said last time. Even though, I could have gone the Godmocker route again. I are a good tester. I are a good tester. Oh, I'm excellent. I'm in.
Yeah. I helped Cirrhosis with that. He was trying to get in, and I was like, I got in one time. It only took me once. And I was like, are you using Google Chrome? And he's like, no. And I'm like, try it.
Yeah.
And it worked.
It was easy, straight through.
Yeah, I've forced myself to use that as my default now.
The chat room wants you to put the hat on.
My hat?
Safari hat. Do you have it handy?
I have 2 hats. I have a new hat. I have 2 hats.
Well, let's see it.
First one is my PvP hat. This is my PvP hat.
Is it a broken keyboard you're going to put on your head? Just kidding.
No, it's my jungle warfare. I'm saving it for you and Arcage.
There you go.
That's right.
That's good.
Yeah.
You can't see me, can you?
I'll never see
him.
I think we lost Scrib. I don't see him on the screen anymore. I think he's
I need to get my cowboy hat, too. I don't have that here. Hey, we're in Texas.
That's right.
My pet battle hat. Here's my pet battle hat. You know what it is? I think they think I look like Karaga the Hutt. That's what I think it is.
No, whatever. There you go.
Nice.
That's the hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, any other notes? Any comments, questions from the chat room? I know we're holding up the raid.
Breaking news, the lion statue's back in Lion's Arch and Guild Wars 2.
Yay! Yeah, I know. I saw that note. I saw that note today that they were pulling out for the winter. The winter holidays were over, so they were pulling out of Lion's Arch.
Yeah. Cool.
Look at that. More Guild Wars news from Scrivian. What's up with that?
Oh, man. It's a new year, man.
I swear it is. I'm just shamed. I am shamed. Yeah. I'm put to shame.
So, all right. Any last thoughts?
Let everybody know that is an end channel, guys. Friends, whatever. Definitely.
Let's get more people in.
Out.
I told both my brothers they should be watching. If they're not, they're slaggers.
Yeah, and also 5-star us on iTunes, please.
Yes.
Tell your friends to listen. And give us a 5-star. We really appreciate that.
And I will have this up on the Tempest Gamecast website. It will be up on Twitch. It will also be up on YouTube. So, it'll be up there. So, all right. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us tonight. You can leave any feedback on our website, tempestgamecast.com. That's a hyphen between each of those. Send an email to tempestgamecast, one word, @gmail.com. And you can follow us on Twitter, @tempestgamecast, one word. If you're interested in joining the Tempest Gaming community, you can visit us at tempestguild.us. Recruiting videos and other videos are hosted on our YouTube channel, which is Tempest Gaming Community. We hope everyone had a good night tonight. We hope you have a good week in gaming. We look forward to seeing you in game.
Thanks, everyone.